All right, so trailer, also known as C, starts with our fifth wheel coupling system. The fifth wheel coupling system starts with the air lines and electrical lines secured to the tractor. They are properly wrapped and they're not dragging on the catwalk. The catwalk, which is also part of the fifth wheel, is free and clear of any oil, grease, and debris. It is secure with no missing hardware, no illegal welds. Our air lines and electrical lines are properly wrapped. They're not ripped, torn, cut, cracked, illegally taped, or leaking. There's no wires showing. Now my air lines are secured to the glad hands, which are not cracked, broken, or leaking. The glad hands are secured to the trailer. All right, no missing hardware. And now my air lines are color coded: red for emergency, blue for service. And I would check both airlines by releasing the airlines from the glad hands. All right, and then what I would see is the rubber grommet in between. Make sure it's not damaged, it's not cracked or broken, it's in good condition, and there's no signs of leaking. Then I would check my electrical line by unlatching it, which is the green line. I would unlatch it by checking that the 7 pins are not cracked, broken, bent, or missing, and the 7 receivers are free from debris and properly greased. My king box over there is not cracked or broken. It is secure and it holds the paperwork of the trailer. All right. My marker lights, also known as the clearance lights for the trailer, it's the proper color amber. It's not cracked, it's not broken, it's working. Then my header board where the letters are, also known as the bulkhead, is secure enough to hold cargo. It's in good condition. Moving down to my skirt, it's not cracked or broken. Also, my side skirt has no more than 1 missing rivet per cross member. Any missing rivet, that would mean a weak floor frame. All right. No illegal welds. My DOT sticker goes all along the side of my trailer. All right. It's in good condition. It's visible, not cracked or broken. Now we're going to continue with the fifth wheel. All right, the apron, it's not cracked or broken. No holes are permitted besides the holes that you see. No illegal welds. And this is a non-sliding fifth wheel. Our test truck, Tractor 19, is the only sliding fifth wheel we have. Our fifth wheel skid plate, which is the top part of our fifth wheel, is properly greased, and there's no daylight between the fifth wheel skid plate and the apron of the trailer. My release handle is in a locked position, not cracked or broken. My skid plate is securely bolted to the platform, and my platform is not cracked or broken or illegally welded. There are no holes. My fifth wheel platform is securely bolted to the frame, which is also not cracked or broken, no illegal welds, no holes, and all nuts and bolts are present. Now we're going to finish the fifth wheel by going under the trailer. And under the trailer, we are looking at in between the fifth wheel skid plate, you're looking at our lock jaws. Lock jaws are properly greased, not cracked, not broken, but securely bolted around the kingpin shank, which is also properly greased, not cracked or broken. And our kingpin is securely bolted to to the apron of the trailer. Because we're doing the trailer, we're going to look up. We have cross members, which are not cracked or broken. No illegal welds, no missing hardware. And then we have up here, we have our floor frame, which cannot be dry rotted, no holes, not cracked or broken. It's in good condition. Come on out. Then we have our landing gear, which is properly raised to the right driving height. Our landing gear is securely bolted to the cross members. It's not cracked or broken. There's no missing hardware. All braces are secured. No illegal welds. Our crank handle is in a styled position, secured. Hazard light is the proper color amber. It's not cracked or broken. It's securely mounted and it's working properly. Then get under here. Our tandem It's not cracked or broken. It's secured to the cross members. No illegal welds. The holes are not distorted or warped. The pins are not cracked, broken, or bent, or missing. They're in a locked position. The handle, our tandem handle, is also in a locked position, not cracked or broken. Air lines are properly suspended. They're not ripped. They're not torn. They're properly suspended, not cracked, broken, or leaking. And they lead to the air tank, which is securely mounted with no missing hardware. It's not cracked, broken, or leaking. The air lines leading to and from my air tank lead to the brake chambers. They're not ripped, torn, or cut, or leaking. They're properly clamped. The brake chamber is not cracked or broken or bent or leaking. It's properly clamped as well with no missing hardware. The slack adjuster and push rod on the other side of the brake chamber is securely mounted with the pin and cotter pin. And I would check my slack adjuster by chalking the wheels, releasing the brakes, and making sure I had no more than 1 inch of play. My axle, which the brake chambers are secured to, is not cracked or broken or illegally welded. Moving to the spring hangers, which are not cracked or broken, no missing hardware, no illegal welds. Then we move to the leaf springs. You can see on the other side, nice and clear. Leaf springs cannot have any more than 25% damage. They're not missing, bent, scissored, legally welded, or cracked or broken. They are secured to the axle with 2 U-bolts, 4 nuts in the saddle, which are all secured, not cracked or broken. No missing hardware. Now we go inside the tire. We have our brake drum and brake shoe, which are both free and clear from oil, grease, and debris. They're both not cracked or broken. They're secure. The brake drum must be round. Brake shoes no more than 25% damaged. Rim is not cracked or broken. It is round as well. Properly seated and beaded to the inner walls of my tire. There's no signs of leaking. The inner walls of my tire are not excessively worn, which leads us to our drive tires, which cannot have less than 232 of thread, and I will use a tire thread gauge to make sure it's even. They can be recapped and they can be regrooved. My drive tires for my trailer also must be evenly spaced and free from debris. And in between our drive tires, we have a butted rim, which is not cracked or broken. It's free from rust, properly seated and beaded, no signs of leaking, and the inner walls are not excessively worn. Outer walls are not excessively worn as well, not cracked or broken. Rim is secure, properly seated and beaded. Then we go straight to the valve stem. The valve stem is securely mounted. It's not cracked, broken, or leaking. I would use my valve stem to make sure that the pressure in my tire is between 100 to 110 psi, and I would check it when the tire is cold. My lug nuts are secure. There are none missing. I see no rust streaks or shiny metal, which means they need to be tight. Axle seal is also secured. There's no signs of leaking. It's not cracked or broken, and no missing hardware. Mud flaps are properly suspended. They're not cracked. They're not broken. All right. It stops any debris from coming from my tires. There's no missing hardware. Marker light is the proper color red. It's secured. It's working. It's not cracked or broken. Alright, in the back we have our marker lights, also known as clearance lights. They're the proper color red. They're not cracked, they're not broken. They are secured and they're working. Our door handles are in a locked position, not cracked or broken. Our DOT sticker is secured, it's visible, it's in good condition, not cracked or broken. Our hazard lights are proper color red. They're not cracked or broken. They're secured. They're working. Our parking lights also are working. They're the proper color red, not cracked or broken. I will check my brake lights by having someone go to the driver's seat to make sure that they work. My license plate is secured. It's visible. It matches the paperwork inside my king box. The license plate light is working. It's clear. It's not cracked or broken. It's secure. That's a general overview. I see nothing leaking, hanging, or smoking. All right.